welcome to the regular meeting of the City of Charlestown Board of Public Works. Today is May 1st, 2024, and it is 10:01 a.m. We will begin as our custom. Arnie, you've already started to stand with our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. At this time, we would like to acknowledge the passing of former Charlestown City Council member Jeff Aaron. Jeff Aaron served on the Charlestown City Council from 2004 to 2015. He's a very well-known man within the community. His obituary accurately said he never met a stranger. I would like to have just a brief moment of silence and just memory. Thank you all. We will also have all city flags flying at half-staff on Tuesday, May 7th. That is the date of his life celebration that's been set at 1 p.m. here in Charlestown at Grayson's, and we will fly the flags that day at half-staff in memory of Mr. Aaron. All right, we'll have our roll call. Ernie Thompson. Here. Maggie Wild. Here. Mayor Hodges is present, as well as Clerk Treasurer Donna Coomer, and our city attorney is with us, Barry McCall. I do have a quick adjustment to the agenda. The sanitation department equipment listed, one lists a Bobcat, one lists a skid steer. Those are the same thing. So the Bobcat, the first item, actually should have been the lightning loader. We have a quote on that through Sourcewell as well. So we'll have the lightning loader and then the skid steer, and then we need to add two things at the bottom. One was the contract for karaoke night through Parks Department, and then the last item was the picnic table honorarium that we've done in the past. So just adding those two items. So with those amendments, I would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. Any other questions or edits? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. That's unanimous. We have our standing business, which includes our meeting minutes from April 2nd, our current claims, and our payroll allowance docket from April 8th to April 21st. Entertain a motion to approve. I have a motion from Maggie Wild. Second by Ernie Thompson. Any questions or edits? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. It's unanimous. I don't believe anybody signed up for public comments, so we'll move straight into our new business. First up is a quote for a new lightning loader. Jason Dunn from Sanitation has these two presentations, lightning loader and skid steer. Essentially, the lightning loader, Jason, did you want to come up and say anything about the need for a new truck?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So on the lightning loader, we have a 2018 and we have a 2009. The 2009 we're starting to sink a lot of money into, so we're going to upgrade that one. Since I've been here, I've seen that those trucks last about 10 years compared to the garbage trucks. They're about a 5-year lifespan. So, you know, it being a 2009, I think we're starting to put a little money into that 09, so we're going to upgrade that.
Okay. So we did reach out to Best Equipment, who has a contract with Sourcewell.
Yep.
Sourcewell is a national auto fleet, and so they are approved to get large bulk items like that they've already done the bidding process. Basically, they get through the approved bidders through the state using this national fleet management program. Sanitation department uses items through Sourcewell. Sewer department uses items through Sourcewell. So the quote is $239,000, $920.14. $239,920.14. Again, that's been sourced through Sourcewell. It will be purchased through Best Equipment. We do have the cash reserves to buy this outright. So Jason's done a fantastic job managing the budget in the sanitation department. This is not a loan. This is not debt. This is not a lease. We were able to purchase this outright. So I just need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. Any
Your
questions?
Christmas bonus will be.
And I don't know if you all know what the lightning loader is. It's the truck that has the big claw that comes out of the back to pick up large bulk couches, things like that. That's what that is.
That's a good name for you, Lane.
Like,
Do we know about how quickly we can get delivery of this?
since we got this through today, Charles from Beth seems to think that a month at max. Had we waited any longer, he said it could have been up to 6 months. So.
Great. And then you also had a presentation on a skid steer?
Yeah, so I've got 3 quotes here.
Oh, wait, we didn't have the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous. Now you can go
Okay,
ahead.
so I've got 3 quotes for skid steer. We only have 1 skid steer throughout the whole city. So all the departments are sharing it. It's a take a ticket and wait kind of thing. So I have 2 quotes from Bobcat Louisville, and that's what we have now. We have a Bobcat T66. It's kind of a smaller machine, but it does about everything we need it to do. But, and then I have 1 quote from Jacoby. It's kind of a mid-sized machine. And then the 3rd quote from Bobcat is kind of the larger of the 3. It's a T76. And I recommend we buy the T76. It's a little bigger, a little more powerful. Last year, we had problems loading our dump trucks with salt in wintertime because of the height of the equipment we have now, the T66. The T76 has about a foot taller lift. So for safety and just loading those taller dump trucks, that's kind of the route we were wanting to go.
So the 3 quotes are from Jacoby Sales Incorporated for the Kubota SVL 75 for $67,900, I'm sorry, I can't read this morning. So that's Jacoby Machinery from $67,900. Then we had one, again, the smaller T66 Bobcat for $64,864.25.
And that's the one we have now as well.
Those both are the smaller ones.
Yes.
And then the staff recommendation is that we actually go with the T76 from Bobcat for a price of $75,976.60. The justification for going with the larger quote here is because it is a larger piece of equipment, and like he said, has the height reach that they need to be able to load the salt trucks. The equipment that we have with the existing skid steer, the other attachments are compatible with
They
this.
are compatible because they're both Bobcats. So all the attachments we have already for the T66 connect.
So it's just a bigger piece of
With
equipment.
the T76, it's a bigger chassis, a little bit more horsepower, but the most important thing is the safety with that reach height.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve the staff recommendation to purchase the T76 Bobcat in the amount of $75,976.60. Have a motion by Maggie Wild,
I'll second that.
second by Ernie Thompson. Again, this comes from cash reserves in the sanitation, or spread across the various departments.
Yes, this piece of equipment will be shared throughout all the departments, yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
It's just that top one. Do you have a copy of those for your minute? Okay. Those are the 2 that we did not do. This is the one that was authorized. This is the one you need. Yep. That's the purchase. Good deal. All right, Charlestown Balloon Glow Sky Cab Balloon Promotions. This is the same group, same contract, just a different year that we've done in the past with the Balloon Glow event. Tony, did you send this to Perry for review? Just look over before we did this. If not, we'll do it pending legal review. It's the same contract, but
I reviewed it last year.
nothing has changed.
No.
Okay. So this is with Sky Cab Balloon Productions. We pay them $2,250 for their services. That's in the form of a $1,500 deposit to reserve, and then $750 paid on the day of the event. We also pay $300 per balloon that's not a commercial balloon. Commercial balloons are free. They usually have about 6 that are not commercial balloons. That number can go up or down depending on who's available that day, but we pay $300 per balloon. The pilots of the balloons, we also pay $50 in the form of you use that as a Visa card, in the form of Visa for their fuel, and then we also provide a meal. So I would need a motion, they provide their insurance, all the documentation that they've provided in the past, they continue to provide. So I need a motion to approve the contract with SkyCab Balloon Promotions for our Founder's Day.
Make that motion.
I have a motion from Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. Any questions on that? It's set for June 22nd.
Maggie wants to ride.
They will be doing the tethered rides again. As a part of the way that works is the city does receive the difference on the adult rides. So they charge $10 for children, 15 for adults. They keep 10 and we get 5. And they usually give us that money that night. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that's unanimous. Post-it notes flying around everywhere up here. You're welcome. We just need to ratify this invoice for the AC unit. So last time we met, we approved an invoice for Larry McCoy on repair of the air conditioning unit at our concession stand. And unfortunately, the price was more than what came in, and so I actually approved that as a emergency pay. So he's actually already been paid because we had to get it repaired. But the price difference was $575.66. So I just need a motion to ratify that invoice after that emergency pay. I have a motion from Maggie Wild,
I'll second.
second Lori Thompson. Any questions? And that work has been completed, Carrie?
No, the new unit is just, that was to get the.
To get the new unit,
Yeah, it's-
okay.
I think it's not here until today.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. And then I think, let's see, which one of you is presenting the murder mystery?
I wrote it.
Okay. Carrie Basham,
Good morning.
good morning.
So this contract here, this is for our murder mystery that we did last year. We're going to do another one this year for Founder's Week. So it will be on June 20th at our Arts and Enrichment Center. Basically, this contract, they come and do everything. We have Mark in session that will be doing all the food for us. This does not cost anything, we sell tickets for. So I'm just needing to get this contract approved for us to be able to collect the money and then to pay the murder mystery people. We'll sell those tickets for $30 each or $160 per table, and we did sell out last time.
So we're not out any money on
This
this?
cost us nothing, yep.
All right, so entertain a motion to approve the engagement with Murder and Merriment, it sounds horrible to say that, Murder and Merriment
Murder in Charlestown.
for June 20th, 2024.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion from Ray Thompson,
Second.
second from Maggie Wild. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Murder in Charlestown.
And you'll execute all that and get that to Donna and Carrie?
Yes.
Okay. And then we have an employee benefits proposal. I believe Mr. Larry Lynn is going to make that presentation for us today.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning to you ladies and gent. Okay, so I'm here to recommend that the city replace their current voluntary short-term disability coverage, which is underwritten by Kansas City Life currently, to the short-term disability plan offered by the Standard Insurance Company effective June the 1st. I am not the agent for the current plan. And this is a voluntary plan, which means that there'll be no cost per se for the employee for offering this insurance. The employees will be responsible 100% to pay their costs for their coverage if they choose to do so. The standards average age-rated cost for $10 of STD benefits is 17% lower than your current plan. Through all 5-year sectors between ages 18 through age 64. So those, I think there's about 10 people that are covered currently out of, probably about 45 who are eligible to be covered. So what we're hoping to do is to be able to bring this in. I've negotiated some good terms where the new company is willing to open this up under an open enrollment basis, which means that we will be able to offer it to all full-time employees, regardless of whether they're under the plan or not, or if they, and or whether they have any issues, because we've been able to negotiate that they do not have to prove that they're in good health in order to qualify for the insurance. So this is going to be very good. We think that, I would guesstimate that if you have 10, we ought to be able to get somewhere between 20 and 25 people who are interested, hopefully, in ensuring their most important asset, which is their earning power. So we'll stand along with that. Also, Standard is willing to be able to guarantee the quoted final rates for 3 years, which is good. So we won't have to be coming back, you know, another year from now to be able to say, well, the rates have gone up, every employee's going to have to pay a little bit more and all that stuff. Now, they will have to pay higher cost every 5 years. There's a table there, excuse me, there's a table there that says, okay, so this is the rate for people that are 25 to 29 years old, and it's based on $10 per benefit. And that being the case, at 30, it's going to be a little bit more. So everybody understands that. It's similar to the voluntary life insurance plans that are available as well. Employees who are currently covered, you know, things will work out very well for them. They'll just pick up right where the other one leaves. The other important thing is that if there is any participating employee who is not actively at work currently or due to a disability or currently on claim with Kansas City Life, they will be responsible, meaning Kansas City Life will be responsible to continue to is responsible to continue earned short-term disability benefits until the employee has returned back to work in active status, or their maximum benefit period, which is 180 days, basically 6 months, is exhausted. We're looking forward to doing this. I'm confident that we can get this done. There's been a couple of things that we're talking to the underwriters about that is yet to be finalized, but I feel pretty sure that everything will fall into place, and we would have a new plan in effect June 1st, which coincides with all the other benefits here in the city.
Great. So this is an employee contribution only, there's no
Right.
match from the city, they opt into
Exactly.
an employee
Just the
base.
time it takes for the administration, you know.
But it's a 17% reduction from what our current plan is on there?
Well, the rates
rate?
are,
Right, that's what I
but
mean.
it depends, you know, I can't stand here and say that's the average reduction.
Sure,
You know, the good news is going to be for your youngest employees, they're going to pay considerably less for their short-term
Right.
disability than what they're paying right now.
okay, great.
Maybe somebody who's 45 to 49, you know, it might be a push to what they have.
I feel personally attacked right now, Larry.
Okay, well, I didn't talk about it. I don't want to talk about over age.
I'm 45 and 49, and I'm like, hold up now, Larry. Okay.
Don feels attacked too.
I wanted to personalize it.
Don's not made 45 either.
Heather, have you had a chance to look this over, and
They
it works
seem
for,
murder
it
in
works for,
Charlestown.
It does. The benefits are comparable. They're actually identical to what we have now,
okay,
except they will have better rates.
okay,
And like Larry said, there's going to be, for the employees that are not currently covered, they don't have to provide any evidence of insurability.
great.
So it will be open to everyone, even if they haven't currently enrolled, which is better than what we currently have.
All right,
How come you didn't come in the first place? We would have been confused.
we're not confused.
Who you're talking to?
All right,
I
so
would be confused with Larry.
Personal attacks.
I need a motion to approve the short-term disability insurance with Standard Insurance Company as presented. Motion approved. Motion by Maggie Wild,
I'll second.
second by Ernie Thompson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's approved. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Carrie, Tiffany, who's presenting the karaoke contract? Tiffany?
sing, it's karaoke.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm just here to get it approved for the depot. The karaoke, we have 3 days between the months of May and June. The first one being this weekend. It's $250 each time they come out for a total of $750. I have their W-9 form, their contract, and their insurance waiver as well.
Okay. So $250 per sessions on May 3rd, May 25th, June 22nd. I'm assuming this is coming out of your summer entertainment
Yes.
fund, for a total of $750.
Who's
Let's
doing
see what we need. Matt and Misty Ward, it's like, or Matt Ward, sorry. All right, so I need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ernie Thompson,
Second.
second by Maggie Wild. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. That's unanimous. And are you doing the picnic tables or am I doing the picnic tables? Who's doing the picnic tables?
I can do it, it's fine.
Okay.
Don't confuse us.
I gave you all my sheets on winging this. So last year, actually, this is our third year, isn't it, for doing the picnic tables?
It's the third year.
Yeah, so we already have the picnic tables that are prepped, we have 9 of them. If we get more submissions, we can always do some more picnic tables. Basically, what I'm asking to get approved is we give them $100 each to come out to paint the tables for us, and then we give them a budget to go to Ace Hardware to get the paint. And with that, we will be doing that on June 1st on the square during the pop-up market from 10 to 1.
Do we have a limit on how many tables we do? 10? Yeah. Up
Yeah,
to
I think we
10.
have 10 right
Okay.
now, yeah.
So we have up to 10 and then they will submit, the artists that are interested will submit designs in advance. They'll come through my email address. We'll make sure
Yeah,
they're
so the
all.
next Board of Public Works, they'll have them, and then you all will get to go through. If we end up with 15, then we just kind of have to narrow them down to which ones we'll do. So we'll do that the next meeting, and then we'll notify them, and then they'll paint on June 1st.
Okay, so we just need a motion to approve the $100 honorarium, and the way we handle that is they fill out a W-9 once they've been approved, they turn all of that in, and we just need the authorization to pay them that $100 honorarium. That comes out of our beautification.
It does, yeah.
So, just need a motion to approve. Motion by Maggie Wild,
I'll second.
second by Ernie Thompson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous.
Thank you.
The last item that I need to discuss with you all really quickly is the need to adjust the meeting schedule for our next meeting.
Uh-oh.
I've been invited to participate in a mayor's panel in Muncie on the date of our next meeting on the 15th. Bob Courtney is one from Madison. I was chosen, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember who the third mayor was, but there's only about 3 of us that are getting to do this. It's through Ball State's public education school, so it's kind of exciting.
You want to do it Tuesday or Thursday?
Well, so what I was hoping to do was potentially do it right before our sewer board meeting the next day at 9 o'clock. Since we know people will be here for a sewer board anyway, it makes it easier on technology and everybody else. So if everybody's available on the 16th at 9 a.m., that might be the easiest way to do it, because in our sewer board meeting 10.
They get paid extra.
I'll double your salary for your participation, Ernie. So that'll be, let's see, let me add that real quick. That'll still be 0.
I'm all right.
Here, I'll be able to be here.
Okay,
I'll be in Crawford County.
okay, we'll keep it light.
Okay.
If there's anything that requires, we can always table something if we need your approval on, or we'll send it to you in advance. Does that work for you, 9 a.m. on the 16th?
I think so.
Okay.
It's not giving your coffee time or nothing.
It's a good thing she can't keep you from where she's at. All right, so we'll tentatively, we'll make sure that notices get put out, but we'll move, the next meeting will be on Tuesday, May 16th at 9 a.m. here in the council chambers as usual.
Thursday.
Yeah, let me get that from Perry. So just to get approval on this before I sign it. Okay, I just had Perry look this over. So Duke Energy sent us an additional payment for structures form. Essentially, they are having to increase their easement. They are upgrading their transmission lines, and it crosses a section of city-owned property off of High Jackson Road. And so with the board's permission to authorize this, which Perry has signed off on, and Tony Jackson also looked at it and said this is standard, it's nothing that's going to impact anything we have or structures. Basically, they'll give us $6,000 if we agree to let them do this, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So, can I get a motion to let me to authorize me to sign this Duke Energy
Yeah, I'll make that.
easement access? All right. All I have a motion, Marty Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Christmas phone.
That is unanimous. Our next meeting will be on the 16th at 9 a.m.
Guess that means I gotta get up there.
Oh, dear. All right, if there's nothing else from anyone.
I would make a motion to
Well, yeah, I'll sign it and let y'all, because they actually need you to fill out the W-9. There's all kinds of stuff in here we have to do. Yeah,
I'll just let.
yeah. So motion to adjourn by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. All in favor, say aye. Aye, we are adjourned. Thank you all so much. Sorry.